if the market becomes quite consolidated, then can they do something that forces that to change? I mean, what control does, I understand the MBN is technically an independent and it's standalone, but is there some sort of extra control that the regulator has there, or is it even less?
Well, naturally, as a natural monopoly, it's price controlled, but it's a joke. I mean, so there's a long-term revenue constraint model, but right at the very beginning, the NBN came to ACCC and said, look, we're building a network that's costing 4 or 5 times as much as the network we're supposed to replace.
Yeah.
And you've regulated on the price on the legacy network so much, and we have to compete with that. Unless we match those prices on startup, it's going to look very bad for wholesale customers. They're going to get really upset. So the ACCC came to a stupid deal, where they said, look, yes, we will allow you to take the difference between what you could have collected in revenue and what you can actually collect, given that you're going to match Telstra's prices at the wholesale level, and park that in something called the, what was it? I've used that term so much. It's but basically it's an account which grows over time, of course. Yeah. And so basically they're saying not only can you keep the difference between what you're allowed to collect and what you do collect, but you can park it in this account which grows with interest, the government bond rate of interest.
Yeah.
And you can draw down on that account. So basically you can exceed the allowed revenues in any year by drawing down on that account. So the price control is a joke, because they've got $15 billion sitting there probably by now.
Right.
That they can draw down on. And that was the guarantee that they could meet their target ARPUs by 2040, which at one point were $100. That's the all nominal.
Well, that's quite interesting.
Interesting. So they've leaned over backwards to support the NBN, right?
Yeah,
and they looked the other way. I mean, I've complained about their pricing model because I said, as you said, I mean, with 122 POIs, that's bad enough, right?
Yeah.
Because you've got to work with just a few aggregators. But the other aspect of their pricing is the so-called CVC thing, where you have to buy lumps of so-called capacity, which is a joke because there's actually a pricing construct. There's no actual capacity that's been delivered. It artificially constrains what you can do, and by forcing to buy bits, chunks, it does make it easy for new entrants because you have to buy a certain amount of chunk of capacity before you serve your first customer. Could have been quite different. They could have had totally variable costs.
Yes.
Their access pricing would allow people to compete for a single customer in any market. It doesn't allow that.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So they bent us backwards. They said they didn't see that as discriminatory. I said that's discriminatory.
Interesting. Okay. Okay. I mean, that was fairly helpful. I mean, it's a bit of a sort of interesting point in the Australian, like the fixed market. I think I'm going to go back and sort of read some of your stuff. I think you mentioned a couple of report names on there, which I'm going to take a look at. But that was all very, very helpful. It was more about sort of getting a feel for certain things on this call, and less about sort of pushing you for numbers or anything. But that was a very, very helpful call. And yeah, John, just wanted to say I appreciate the time. Thank you for taking that. I mean, you've answered sort of all our questions, so we're happy on this end. Yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of your. You're probably just starting your day down there in San Diego. So yeah, if you have a good rest of your day, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, and I hope we meet again.
Thank you very much. Yeah, cheers.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Bye for now.